92Y. Can you hear me? Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Josh Horowitz, and today on Happy, Sad, Confused, we're live at the 92nd Street Y, guys, with Sam Heughan. Here we are. You know Sam Heughan. He's the king of men. He's the king of wet T-shirts. He's practically royalty on this podcast. I can't think of a better person to start off the new year at 92nd Street Y for me than the guy that's going to come on stage in just a second. So thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I wanted to say, since this is my first live event of the new year, I want to send all the love out there to the folks on the West Coast. We're thinking of you, what a horrible time it is, and rooting for, speedy recovery for everybody. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. As for tonight, we're going to let loose and have some fun with one of our favorite guests on Happy, Sad, Confused. He's got a lot going on. We are seeing the end of season 7 of Outlander momentarily. We're seeing the beginning of The Couple Next Door momentarily. This audience in New York just saw the first episode. Did you like, guys? They like. Give a warm New York City welcome, a warm 92nd Street Y welcome to the one and only Mr. Sam Heughan, everybody! This guy.
Hi, New York. How are you? Oh my God. So nice to be back at 92Y. I mean, you guys, this is like coming home, right?
You have been here quite a bit, almost as much as I have. Welcome back, Sam.
Yeah, this is, I asked them to get new furniture, but it was a...
It's cozy.
It's cozy. Here, I just want to say as well, we are sending our love to everyone on the West Coast. It's been kind of crazy, but we hope everyone has a speedy recovery. And
exactly.
Yeah, thank you for saying that.
Welcome back. We were I know I speak for everybody here, we were kind of hoping the wet T-shirt would continue into the beginning.
Listen, whoa, wait a minute. Firstly, he looks good, doesn't he?
Oh, stop it.
Look,
no
and we are kind of dressed the same. Look.
Stop it.
Look at it.
Easy for you to say.
It's really soft as well.
Okay, don't.
I think he's been taking tips.
From the king of men?
From my stylist.
Right. Ever since we did that gym sketch years ago, I've had to up my game.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw myself in gym shorts next to you, I was like, changes need to be made immediately.
You look great, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
So good to see you.
Congratulations, a lot is going on. I did want to mention, you have been here on 92nd Street Y's on the stage here many times.
Yeah.
Talk to me about growing up. Did you have a theater that was close to you, like a childhood theater you went to that you recall having really sentimental attachment to?
Oh, that's really kind of you to ask, and I have probably told the story a lot, but yes, I lived in rural Scotland and eventually as a teenager moved to the bright lights of Edinburgh, the capital city, which, has anyone been? Yeah, they've all been, Josh. Why haven't you been?
I haven't been. Must be nice, guys.
It sounds great. And I was fascinated. I went to the theater. I went to the Royal Lyceum Theatre. And the first show I saw was a production of Merlin, and it was all about King Arthur, and I've always been kind of obsessed with that. And I thought, I think I want to get involved in this world. So I applied for a job as a stage manager, much like the amazing stage managers we have here. I would have been rubbish if you need anyone. Do not employ me. I firstly went to the Traverse Theatre, which is where I actually made my debut as an actor many years later, but I was so fascinated with watching the other actors on stage, and I was carrying a bit of decking that I dropped it on a stage manager's hand, and he had to go to hospital and get stitches. Then I went to the Lyceum and worked as a stage hand, and I had to make cucumber sandwiches because I was so useless. They were like, "What can this kid do? He can cut
that
cucumber."
Up, right? Yeah.
And then I was told that I was cutting the cucumber too thick. So do not employ me, thank you.
This makes sense. He was cutting cucumbers backstage. I was like, we're about to go on stage and do an interview. You're like, no, let me cut these cucumbers.
Just wait for the cocktail, Josh.
Yeah. Okay, we've talked many times on many large stages in front of giant audiences. Do you ever get nervous? You seem always very at ease in front of a crowd.
Really, no. That's very kind of you to say. No, I just did Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
which is fantastic. He's on tonight. You should watch it. It was a lot of fun. I think I don't know. I do get nervous, but when I see your charming little face, and I'm like, it just makes me feel all warm inside, actually.
You mentioned, thank you for that. I can't say the feeling is reciprocated. You make me nervous. You were at Fallon.
Nervous or excited?
Combination, all the feelings at once.
Just a little, is it like a little tickle in your stomach?
At Fallon,
Yes.
who else was on the show? Did you meet anybody over there?
Well, I did meet a very, very wonderful woman. J-Lo wasn't there. Lupe, J-Lo's mom, who is in the audience, I believe. I hope she is. Thank you so much, Lupe, if you're here. If you're not, she lied to me. Thank you. I got this wonderful present. Yes, very, very lucky. So thank you, Lupe.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Have you ever met her daughter? Have you?
J-Lo?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
One day. All right.
day.
So this audience here in New York City has just seen the first episode of your new
Yeah.
show.
How
Congratulations,
was it?
man.
You like it? Good, thank you. Yeah.
It's going to be on Stars, The Couple Next Door, 6 parts. When this one comes around, give us a sense. How does this one come around? How's it presented to you? What gets you excited about it?
Right, yes. So Dries Vos is this genius Belgian director who I worked with on a show called Suspect. I was very lucky to do an episode of that, which is a highly successful show for Channel 4. This show aired actually, I think last year in the UK, and it was their most streamed show ever, which is pretty cool. Yeah, no, it was awesome. And so then I got sent this, and it was very lucky because the show fitted into between seasons of Outlander. I think it was 6 and 7, or maybe something like that. And yeah, we're shooting in the Netherlands and Belgium, and honestly, just the character is so interesting. I think you think he's one thing, he's sort of a bit toxic, alpha male. You make assumptions about all these characters, and I think every episode, your preconceptions are going to be slightly changed, and your allegiance to each character is going to be changed, and it gets quite dark. A lot of them have got a lot of secrets, and I just loved it. It was so fun, and this cast is so talented. I mean, Eleanor Tomlinson is she's brilliant. Any Poldark fans out there? Jess DeGao is just gorgeously brilliant. Alfred Enoch, of course, is amazing. We got on so well, and we had so much fun with the crew as well.
Had you worked with any of them before? Were these all newbies for you?
No, all newbies.
So, what do you vet folks? Do they vet you? Like, what happens when because this is kind of a four-hander. I mean, it's an ensemble, but these 4 characters, they need to work. You guys need to kind of gel.
They do.
So, do you ask friends of friends, like, hey, have you worked with this person?
Eleanor's ginger, so I liked her.
Right. Okay. Sure. That's your only criteria.
Yeah. It's funny, actually. So firstly, I did a sort of chemistry test, one of those awful things they make you do on Zoom these days, which is just like the worst way to see if anyone has chemistry, because you're going, what? And you're speaking over each other. Jess was just brilliant. She played the character in 3 different accents. She just did all the direction. She kept changing it up, and I was like, she's amazing. She's such a talent. Eleanor, I knew of friends, and we realized we are the same person, only a different sex. And we got on so well, and Alfred is just such a gentleman, highly intelligent, brilliant fun, really relaxed, and instantly we knew, especially with Dries, this crazy genius, that it was going to be a lot of fun to make.
I mean, hopefully, you're big-time Sam Heughan now. You don't have to audition all that much. But when you do you prefer a Zoom audition or an in-person one at this point?
Oh my God, Josh, I'm unemployed now. That's why I'm here. Give me a job. Stage crew, if you need anyone, I'm
Cucumber
available.
sandwiches.
Cucumber sandwiches. I'm unemployed, so I have no idea. I'm very lucky, I get offered some stuff. My manager's here. He shakes his head, and I say, okay, we'll not do that. So yeah, I don't know.
Are you a good neighbor? This is a show about two couples, two sets of neighbors.
Oh, no, I'm terrible. I'm the
Wait,
one
the
with
music
binoculars.
loud?
I'm the one.
What?
Yeah. I'm like peeking through the curtains, like, what's going on over there? That's definitely I've definitely got a drug dealer near my house.
Would you help a neighbor? Would you help me with a move? If I'm saying, hey Sam, I'm moving tomorrow.
No, I wouldn't answer my phone or whatever the doorbell is. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I just realized this. I was doing press the other day. I'm like, I now live in suburbia, so I actually am one of these people, which is kind of weird. So yeah, are you a good neighbor?
I try not to talk to anybody
Yeah.
at all. I'm a New Yorker through and through that way.
Yeah, right, it's
I
great.
mean, like
Yeah, it's perfect.
I don't know my neighbors. I've lived
Yeah.
in the same place for about 5-6 years. Couldn't name one person I live near.
But that's what's like interesting about
yeah,
this
New York.
show.
Yeah.
It's like we're kind of all separated, especially in suburbia, and we were like kind of interested, and we were like, what is going on behind that door? And these people are all very like, on the outside, it's a beautiful life and a beautiful family, but what's really happening, Josh? What's really happening in your house?
Where
I
do
want to
you-
know. You've never invited me.
No, we need boundaries. There's so few boundaries left
Coming to
between
your
us.
house. If you don't invite me, I'm just gonna turn up.
Gosh. Where do you stand? Yeah, we could not to
Hello.
pretend we're not here.
There's a light on.
We could get massages together, like you
What?
and your buddy.
Wait, what?
I don't want to ruin anything coming up in the show, but there's a scene where you and your co-star they get massages together.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I made it weird. You're like barging into my apartment.
Yeah, but that's a TV show. If we ever get a massage, I mean, we've done pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
So.
Where do you stand on couples vacations? You and a partner, me and my wife, we all go together for a nice couples vacation.
I mean, are you inviting me? Where are we going?
Where should we go?
Nepal.
What a segue. Okay, we'll come back to couple next door.
Okay.
But since you brought that up, let's talk about Nepal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is like the journey of a lifetime.
Thank you.
You guys know Sam very recently took this trip. How long has this been in the planning? What happened? Give us a Cliff Notes version.
God, yeah. Okay, so I mean, I guess I've always been, really interested by Everest and just the romance of it. I then was supposed to do a movie with Doug Liman directing and Ewan McGregor. Kind of weird combination, right? But and myself, all about George Mallory, who possibly reached the summit in the 20s, and in that time, he went up, in tweeds and with champagne and caviar, which sounds like my kind of adventure. And yeah, he quite possibly got to the top. Anyway, this movie never happened due to scheduling and COVID. However, I met this amazing gentleman, mountaineer called Jake Norton, who's just an incredible man. And we struck up a friendship, and he was like, why don't we just go to Everest ourselves and do it? And I thought as a great way to finish Outlander, because we just finished season 8 of Outlander, I was like, I'm going to go do that to sort of end that chapter. And it was honestly just exceptional. We, very briefly, we did a route that's never been done before. We flew to a small village called Cheskam, and we went through the Hunkakola Valley for 2 weeks, camping and getting higher and higher until we got up to very high altitude, where we got up to about 20,000 feet and then had to rappel into the Khumbu Valley. It was several thousand feet of rappelling down like rock and ice, and then another 4 days to get to Everest Base Camp. So it was a real adventure for sure.
Leads to a question I was going to ask. I asked for some questions from our Happy Sad Confused listeners. Sabrina wanted to know, were you scared at any point during this latest adventure?
It's honestly, I like an adventure, and I like hanging out with you, Josh. But sometimes, I take off too much, and I have to admit, 2 weeks of hiking and sleeping in a tent, and there's no bathrooms, there's no showers. You're sleeping at night where your tent is freezing. And when you get above this certain altitude, you're throwing up, you can't breathe, you can't sleep, you're having the weirdest dreams if you do sleep. It was very, very difficult. And on the last day when we were very high on the Ampulatsa Pass, I watched a couple of our porters go down on these ropes, And I started crying because I was like, what if we lose someone? And I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing. But I was like, this is such a precarious situation. Anything could go wrong here. And actually, Jake went down the Mountaineer and he disappeared for about an hour and a half. And I was like, what is going on? And they were laying down new fixed lines. But yeah, there were many moments I was like, what am I doing? Where is Josh? What am I doing?
I would have died as I was getting my boots on. I would have just like collapsed.
I mean, even getting your boots on is such an effort. And I have to say a huge shout out to all our porters who were incredible. These people, we were with the Rai tribe, who are kind of lesser known. Everyone hears of Sherpas, but that's actually a tribe. So we had a main Sherpa who had been up Everest 18 times, and they just had amazing stories. But our Rai, who were the local porters, were just so hardworking and incredible. And we got invited to a wedding when we were in their village, which is just such an amazing experience. And then the whole village turned out, the whole school did this ceremony for us, which lasted about 3 hours, because everyone in the village wanted to make a speech. And they're...
Big Outlander fans.
Big Outlander fans.
Who knew? Yeah.
Can't really heard of Outlander, and their English wasn't so great, but at one point I did hear them introduce me, and they said, among other things, that I had 4 million followers on Instagram. And I think that was, for them,
the currency of the day.
That's it. I reached fame at last.
Did you document this at all? Is this going to be something?
I did think about it, and I'm still not sure. I mean, I thought about maybe a book or something, but honestly, I felt like I wanted to do it for myself. And, I was tempted to text you occasionally, but honestly, there was no reception. We got, for 2 weeks. It was actually glorious.
All right, so sounds like an amazing, and the perfect thing, as you said, coming out of an epic 10 years of
Right.
Outlander.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, so just circling back to this new endeavor, Couple Next Door. When you switch productions, like when you get on set of Outlander, you know the deal by now. You have the comfort of knowing everybody. Do you get butterflies when you start a new production with a new gang?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was such a short period of time for us to prep. I literally think we had 4 days rehearsals. We got to Belgium, and meeting these new actors, and I knew of the work they'd done. So of course you're like, God, can I do this? Can I act outside of Outlander, because I've been doing it for so long? And then we were just welcomed by the crew there, and things operate very differently out there. There were this tiny crew. I've come from Outlander where we have hundreds of crew and it's vast workshops and dresses, to maybe 20, 30 people max. And they operate very differently. We didn't have trailers there. At lunchtime and breakfast, you go get your own breakfast and lunch, and you sit with the crew, and pretty much every week we had a party. They were just so welcoming, and we just kind of all mucked in, and it was just such an amazing experience. And also, the way that Dries works is that he takes like one take sometimes. And maybe he puts the camera behind your head and that's it. So it's the back of your head, like, wait, are you not getting any coverage of this? Whereas on Outlander, it's such a big production, they'll shoot 30 takes of everyone's reaction.
Playing a dad. Do children like you, Sam Heughan? Children can't see much of your work. I mean, do you remind the child, like, I played Batman once, trust me?
Do you know what? My first scene of the whole show was with, I think his name's Noel, and he's a partially deaf actor. And that was our first scene, and it's Danny's sort of trying to create a bond with his son, who he's not very close with. And we were in this bowling alley, and it was such a beautiful scene, and it's really hard because, they're both trying to communicate, but they can't communicate, and they're trying to get close. Anyway, as soon as we called rap, me and Noah went off and we were like bowling, and we sent each other gifts, and I got on really well with him. And the other kid who was playing our son as well, they were just such great kids. So I guess they like me.
Sure, you're a big kid.
Maybe.
Would you rather?
I text Robbie a lot, who's on Outlander. He's Ferguson Marsley's son. He texts me a lot because we bonded over Lego. Yeah.
Is Lego a big part of your life? I didn't realize this.
It is.
I
wonder if you could get a little Lego Josh. That would be cool.
Be wonderful. Wait, so how do you? I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Is there Lego in your home? Like,
Yeah,
what
quite
do
a
you-
lot.
What do you? How often do you Lego?
Never.
Is Lego a verb?
I don't know.
To Lego.
Lego. I've got a Lego R2D2 that I started years ago, and it hasn't even come anywhere. I've been sent by fans. There's R2 here. Been sent by fans lots of Lego. It's been it's something that I grew up with as a kid, and probably weird kid that's on his own, playing with little plastic figures, talking to them, much
Don't
like
awe
you
him.
did.
He doesn't need
probably.
that. He's fine.
What did you play as a kid?
Yeah, there was some Lego. There was
Did you
a lot
just
of video
talk
games.
to yourself in the mirror, like, "Hello,
I'm going to be
interview
big and
yourself."
strong one day. Yeah,
Hello, Mr. Harrison Ford. What do you have to say?
that kind of thing.
Nice to meet you, kid.
Basically, what I do still to practice.
Yeah.
Would you rather do a scene on a motorcycle or on a horse at this point in your career?
That's a good question. I was asked that yesterday, actually, Josh. So you're behind the times. But good question. No, thank you. Dang. I think I love motorbikes, and that's partly also a draw of the show for me. I was like, oh my God, I get to ride a bunch of motorbikes. And Danny's motorbike is the bike that I always wanted. It's his BMW R90, and they got it for me. I'm like, yes. And I went out on it, and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself on this bike. It's terrifying. So didn't love that. I think there's too much to think about on a motorbike. Normally, when you're riding, you don't think so much, but I don't. But when you're acting, you got to talk and hit a mark and whatever. And on a horse, if you've got a horse like Sleepy or Jack, then you never need to think because they just do it for you.
I mean, I would put this show in kind of like the box set of like, The Big Little Lies, even White Lotus,
Yeah.
like basically anything that Cole Kidman's done the last 5 years. She does like 2 of these a year.
Right.
Is that your bag? Like, do you watch those shows? Are there any of
Yeah.
those like your favorites?
Yeah, or True Detective, is that what you're saying? Things like that. Yeah.
Like kind of like sexy adult drama.
Yeah.
Like stuff
Yeah.
that like kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm basically following Nicole Kidman around, and I was asked if I identify with a baby man. No,
Baby girl?
Baby girl, and I had no idea what that was because I was in Nepal. I couldn't see it,
Right.
but I will.
You've been watching anything? Have you caught up with anything?
It's been really. I was in Nepal, and then I went to Switzerland. But yes, I went to the cinema twice in the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Saw Wicked. Great, loved it. And I actually went to see the Lord of the Rings, the extended version. Yeah.
So on brand. Wow.
I know, sorry. I was like, it came on. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go see that.
Of course. So wait, was that your first Wicked experience?
It was. It made me realize I really want to go see it on stage. So
Yeah.
while I'm in New York, 100%. You'll take me. Thank you. I'll go. Yeah. Cool.
Sing us a little Defying Gravity. We'd love to hear that beautiful voice.
Yeah.
We could do a
You-
duet. I could be.
Yeah, you
Which one's
dance.
Linda? Which one's Elphaba?
Well. Glenda, right?
Hair flip. I need more hair to
Right.
do the thing.
I kind of think that might be the next sketch.
We're gonna work on that. We're
I can
workshopping
see
in front of
that.
all of you.
Love that.
While we workshop our next sketch, we've got a special treat for the audience here. Sorry, guys that are watching virtually, you can't see this, but you're going to see the new episodes very soon. Don't worry.
I don't know where they are, but I'm waving
they're
to
out
them.
there. They're out there. This is the scene from the second episode of The Couple Next Door. An intense scene with
Ooh.
a neighbor that's kind of bad news. This guy across the street, he's just bad news,
Yeah.
right?
Don't go near him.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Couple Next Door, guys. He's a creeper. You're right. Check it out.
Bins causing obstruction.
To whom?
All the residents.
Yeah, well, I pick litter on the street every day to keep our neighbourhood.
Bins out and bin day only.
You serious?
Deadly.
Okay.
And stop going to my wife's yoga classes and perving over her.
How dare you? I do nothing of the sort. I'm a happily married man.
You got a sudden interest in yoga.
Am I not allowed to try and stay fit? Is that a crime? This is a free country, and I will go to whatever class I want.
Is that right? That fucking creep.
That's up to you.
he was throwing bins out and then throwing stuff at us as well. Thank you very much. We'll open that in a second.
A little intense, dude. The guy's
Yeah.
he's just a kind neighbor. He's
Yeah,
no, he's,
morning. Yeah.
It will surprise no one to know that there's a little sexy time in this show. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Fair to say.
Fair to say.
We've come a long way in the way we approach these scenes. I know you've talked about this with respect to Outlander. Take me back all the way back in your career. Do you remember like the first kind of intimate scenes you shot and what it was?
Oh, of the show.
Yeah, just
Josh, now we're getting into it.
all right.
Take me.
All right.
Yeah.
And just like how far we've come in how these kinds of scenes are depicted in
Yeah.
the beginning of your career versus now.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, actually, going back earlier, Josh, no, my first ever job in the theater was about a young man who's sort of coming of age, and there was an intimate scene. And we were, really well looked after, and it was, obviously terrifying to do, especially when your mum is sitting in the front row as close as these young ladies are. But yes, it was jumping to Outlander. It was a completely different industry 11 years ago, and I think Starz itself, had a different ethos and. So yeah, we've come on a real journey, and I think Jamie and Claire have come on this incredible relationship that has developed over time. And going into, I guess, The Couple Next Door, I'd met Vanessa Kofi, who was our intimacy coordinator. I'd met through my drama school, and I invited her to Outlander, and then she came with us to The Couple Next Door because, I don't know, how does it work with 4 people? I mean, you tell me. It's complicated, right? So yeah.
Logistical questions.
It is.
Just
It is. But she also, because we were in Belgium, as I said, and we're working with a small crew, and I guess also they had never really worked on scenes like that. So it's just really helpful to have someone there to make everyone feel comfortable, to protect everyone, and to also like explore like how do these characters interact.
When you think back to shooting stuff early in Outlander, before there was an intimacy coordinator,
Yeah.
like, do you shake your head like, oh my God, I can't believe we didn't know to do this in that way that would have made everybody a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah.
We didn't know what we didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's probably, there's a rawness to the first scenes in Outlander, but that's not just about the way it was shot. It's also just about the relationship. When you start a relationship, there's a lot of lust, right? There's a lot of passion, and I'm not saying Jamie and Claire have either lost their passion or lust. If anything, it's got better. It's just, as you get to learn and love someone, you understand them more and you accept them for who they are, and you love all of them. And I think, so there's hopefully a difference in those early scenes to the later ones. Of course there are. But yeah, did we know any better now? I mean, I do feel more experienced in those scenes for sure.
What's the, besides Outlander, obviously, what's the sexiest movie or TV show of all time?
Of all time.
Besides Outlander, besides Star Trek The Next Generation, which obviously is number 2.
Yeah,
Lord of the
Battlestar
Rings.
Galactica.
Yeah, exactly.
Sexiest TV show.
Either way, you could TV or film, however you want to do it.
Oh, God, I don't know. I'm not even saying this. I'm not saying it.
You're saying it.
No, what's yours?
If I say 1 or 2, will you say 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I came of age in the 90s when there were kind
Me
of
too.
like the Basic Instincts and all
I
of
was going to
that.
say Basic Instinct. Well, I watched it far too young. Sorry, Mum, but I did, and it was fantastic. Weird how you watch those movies now, and you're like, oh, it's kind of
Of a time, yeah.
Of a time.
Yeah.
More recent years, something sexy. I mean, you're right. Nicole Kidman has done some really amazing stuff, and True Little Lies,
Big Little Lies.
Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
That was super sexy with Skarsgård, wasn't it? I mean,
Yep.
Really hot, but terrifying as well. And I don't know. Any favorites out there? Oh, of course, Outlander. And the couple next door, X-Files?
Got
Gillian
500
Anderson.
different answers. Game
Game
of
of
Thrones.
Thrones.
Wow, okay. All right. One to grow on.
Shooters. Lucifer.
You opened this Pandora's box by
Sorry.
putting it to the audience. For
The
the record.
Bodyguard?
I didn't hear, but maybe you haven't seen Baby Girl yet. Speaking
I
of
haven't
Nicole,
seen it,
You should
no.
check that one out.
Yeah, I will.
That's one to talk about.
Yeah.
Besides feeling exposed in intimate scenes, I would imagine you probably feel pretty exposed dancing. In this series, you do dance
Oh, yeah.
on a beach, no less.
Yeah.
Is that a mortifying day on set? Can you let loose with? I mean, you're an actor. This is part of the gig.
I mean, so the scene is this: the two couples are, they're really bonding, and they decide to go to the beach. And like, where's the beach in Yorkshire? And is it that warm? Well, apparently the beach in Belgium really isn't that warm. It was freezing. So it was this freezing cold day and so windy that we had to move the whole scene from where we were going to film it on the beach with the sea behind us because the wind was blowing so hard. So we had to shoot it in this small area. And literally between takes, I mean, the girls and myself, we were literally shaking with cold. And of course, the characters are supposed to be like, drinking tequila and having a good time. And then they start playing sexy music. And you're going, I'm so cold right now. So self-aware. But I think it's a really amazing scene because ultimately, I don't know, Danny's like, he's a bit free and he loves a good time and he's probably high and
Yeah, you sold it.
and he loses himself
Yeah.
a bit. Yeah, he loses himself in the moment, and I think that's really cool. But oh my God, yeah, not my proudest moment.
Shall we talk a little Outlander?
Yeah,
Outlander.
I'm just thinking about ways I'm gonna get you back, and it's
Focus
gonna be
up.
so good.
No. Season 7, second part of the season. We are careening towards the finale. A lot happened in this
Yeah.
last episode.
Yeah.
Resignation. Claire's not doing so great.
Yeah.
Reflect on this past episode as we go into the finale.
Oh yeah, I mean, I said these are this might be my favorite two episodes of a finale. I think they're really beautifully shot and so many amazing Outlander moments in them. From I'm giving away too much, but I mean, Jamie essentially gonna lose Claire, right? And for me as an actor, it was just so much to play, so much emotion, and Jamie's always so in control and knows what to do, and he just like begs everyone. He begs the people around him. He begs God. He's just distraught and does some weird shit. Writing in blood and Claire's blood. It's just like, what, Diana? But actually, like, it's so powerful. These are huge Outlander moments, and I think that's what makes the show so surprising and still so engaging because you just don't expect it.
So, as everybody here knows, you have shot also the final mega season. We have a lot more to come, thankfully.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you, you'd shot the bulk of it, but I think you were going back for just like some pickups.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we'd finished, but we were going back for I think 2 weeks.
So was it a bit anticlimactic? Like, was like your final shot like an insert shot of your hand? Like, or was it like an emotional moment without revealing anything? What can you
Yeah.
say about the last moments of shooting
Yeah,
out?
I mean, look, we're not gone yet, and we'll be back a lot, I'm sure, talking about it. So, but I mean, in some ways, it was kind of weird because, I mean, I think Richard and Sophie were wrapped out like 3 times. They were like, "It's your final day on set, yay!" And everyone gives a round of applause, and then they were back the next day, and and we kind of were. We had like, this is the final day, and everyone felt very emotional. And then we came here, we were doing press with you, and then we did go back and do another bunch. But yes, the final. I mean, look, the whole last year actually was very emotional. It was a very difficult one. I don't know. Well, I know why, because we knew it was coming, and some days it just felt like another day on set. It was like, oh, this is what we do. It's done for the last 11 years, and then other days you're like, oh my God, this is the last time I will ever put on this garter or boot or whatever it is, So it was like, oh, this is the last time I'll be with this person, and there were a lot of goodbyes, and the last day was very emotional.
Did you make a speech?
No, some people did. Yeah, I mean, it was. I'm not sure if I can. I talk about the last scene? I know I can't talk about it.
It's okay.
But anyway, there was just a moment with the last scene was with me and Katrina, and it was a very emotional scene, and there were a lot of people that came to watch. I think all the crew came, and there was like 300 people watching, and it was a very long scene. And at the end, I think we both just were kind of messy crying. And Meryl was worse. And yeah, it was, I don't know, it's such a hard thing to kind of put into words. But yeah, the moment I have to say taking off Jamie's wig for the last time, that was kind of weird, yeah.
I know you've talked about this a little bit, but Katrina did direct. We can say that, and that's exciting for her and exciting for everybody. I mean, that must have been a wonderful thing to see your friend and co-star just show off this new set of skills and something she's probably wanted to do for a while.
Yeah.
What was it like to see her kind of, I don't know, own the set in that way, in a different way?
Yeah, I think those are the right words. She owned the set, and she really did. And she's been talking about it for a long time. I think she's very much wanted to be part of that and in that role. And I think that's Katrina now telling you to hurry up.
She's like, talk about me more, Josh.
Yeah, no, and honestly, she worked so hard at it, and she did. She ruled the set. It was so lovely because she's obviously a great actress and she knows the show inside out. So she just knew where to go, what to say, and where to point the cameras, if to be basic about it. But she did. She gave great notes, and she made it feel very comfortable, a very safe environment. And yeah, she's such a beautiful human being. So it was easy to perform for her. And I hope she's happy with those eps.
Is there as you look back at the 10 years, is there a scene, an episode, if you could just relive, like do it again, whether you want to do it better in your head or just experience it again?
Oh, wow.
Is there one that jumps out? A day on set, a moment,
there are so many like big moments that sort of stand out, and it's really hard to pick one. I mean, going back to, for some reason, season 1 and by the river and you're tearing my guts out, Claire. That was a big scene for us because we knew it so well because we both auditioned with it. Even recently being on the mountain with actually Stephen Cree saying goodbye to him, there's all these moments that kind of will stand out, I think, through a test of time. So I don't think I would like to redo them, but certainly there are just so many iconic moments for us as actors, and I wonder if they're the same for the audience. But yeah, there's so many great moments.
Have you shared much time with this new cast of this new spin-off show? That's gonna be surreal to see this new carry on the legacy.
Oh my God, they're like everywhere. They've taken over. I mean, oh Jesus! No, they're such a nice bunch, and I know there's some special things coming out for you guys to see. Cool stuff where we get to speak with them and they get to speak with us, and they honestly are the nicest people. Myself and Jamie Roy have met up a few times. We've hung out. They're all just such nice people. They're literally hanging out with our reps from Cessna Spirits and going out to the pubs, and they're in all the cafes in Glasgow. And yeah, they're such a great bunch. And honestly, it's really cool. I'm really excited because it's so cool to see younger versions of people. You're like, oh my God, that's Dougal. He's got hair. What the hell?
Gail would like to know, after spending all these years working on Outlander, would you commit to another series that could possibly run multiple years? Like, where's your head at? That's a commitment. You've just been through a giant commitment over the last decade.
Give me a job. No, honestly, I'm waiting to see something that really captures me, and I'm feeling ready for it. I have some cool plans for things ahead, and there's some fun stuff coming. But yeah, I'm also open. Anyone here? I'm open for work. But yeah, no, I'm waiting for the right thing to come along.
You must have had to turn things down just from the time commitment to Outlander over the years. Has that been, again, I wouldn't say a double-edged sword. It's been such a gift, obviously, but it's no joke, the time commitment that Outlander has been in your life.
Yeah, no, it's amazing how myself and my co-stars, have managed to do other stuff, because honestly, Outlander, it was all consuming, because not only, you're working 6 months or even a year on some seasons, and then you would have maybe 6 months off, but we have press. We have to deal with this.
60 more Josh interviews this year.
Which honestly I would do every day. But yeah, so, and then you're like, actually I also need to take time off, or I need to refresh, because it is quite grueling. So yeah, it was kind of amazing that we have been able to fit things in, but now we're in a position where, hey, we could do anything.
Some future
Breaks into song. We could be here.
future jobs, this or that. Would you rather a Jurassic Park movie or a Mission Impossible movie?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. You want to run away from a dinosaur? You can do that.
Love it, yeah. Love Jurassic Park. I actually watched the first one again, recently, and it stands up. It's brilliant.
Barbie 2 or Gladiator 3?
Is there a world where they're both together?
I could see you in both.
Barbie Gladiator?
This is a credit to your ability. I could see you as a Ken.
Ken in the arena.
I know you're a Ridley Scott fan, so...
I'm a huge Ridley Scott fan. Did anyone see the Gladiator 2? I love that world, and I guess I grew up with the first one, right? So, so cool. But yeah, God, Barbie was so great.
Yeah, what kind of Ken would you be? You'd be whiskey drinking Ken. You'd be
probably, I don't know, resting Ken at the moment.
Napping Ken.
Yeah.
Wicked 2 or Moana 3?
Do you, Ken? Sorry. Anyway, that was a bit late. Sorry. I think I just took that from the audience. Yeah. Sorry. What was the question?
Wicked 2 or Moana 3? Now, Wicked 2, it's live action. Moana, you can just be in a booth.
Oh God, I'd love to do animated.
Yeah.
Would love to. I've auditioned over the years, and I thought I was really good. Never heard anything.
Do you say that at the end of the audition? By the way, guys, I think I nailed that, just so you know.
I did a Lego game.
Right.
And the only thing I remember is how to be electrocuted.
Right. Don't show us.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, please.
I know how to do this with my mic. Need some practice, but it's getting there.
I would like to thank you for that gift that will now live forever. Slow it down, repeat it, do whatever you want with it. You're welcome.
That one's for free, guys. There's a special gift.
Did you know while you were doing that what a bad idea it was, or just now?
No, it was just as I put the mic between my legs. Clenched, but...
And Marvel or DC?
I've been waiting years for you to ask me to do that.
Marvel or DC? What do you want? Wow. They want you to do Marvel, but what do you want?
Jury's out. They can both come.
Okay.
Calling.
Let them fight for your services.
Let them fight between skyscrapers. Yes.
Yeah. LB wants to know, you've mentioned in the past theater, something you might pursue when Outlander ends. Here we are. Outlander has ended. Theater?
And I'm in a theater right now.
This doesn't count.
There may be a theater show in the works. Maybe.
Wait, yeah, thank you. I was going to ask that. Where? Here?
At the
London?
92. No. No, I can't say. But there may be.
Okay.
Or may not to be.
We're going to get to some questions from the audience that they've sent in, but I think the booze empire continues. You got a book coming.
Yes.
Can we bring out some alcohol courtesy of Sassenach Spirits?
Oh, yeah.
Sam.
Oh, look at this. Lovely. Yay.
Look at that gorgeous bottle. Thank you.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so for context, you have a book coming out later this year.
So the book is coming out, Sam, called My Cocktail Diaries, and it's recounting all of the amazing travels I've had and the amazing producers I've met, the great bartenders from around the world. We've got bartenders from the top 50 bars in the world in New York and London. So they've supplied cocktails, and the book is out for pre-order. So if you know cocktails, you don't, and you want to, there's simple cocktails for people like you, George. There's more elaborate ones. So we're going to make a cocktail, George!
No! I love a good cocktail. Okay, what are our
We,
ingredients? What
we
are
were
doing?
gonna make one each.
Okay, okay.
Shall we make one each, or should we just get Josh to make one? What do you think?
Well,
let's just make Josh make one.
Why?
I have got faith in you,
Well, if you give me the proper instruction, I'm only as good as my instructor.
Josh. This is called
We have not practiced this.
the Morning Glory Fizz.
Okay, every good cocktail needs a good name. That's a good name.
It does, because it's actually from the 1800s, and it's a drink that you're supposed to drink in the morning, and it needs a good head. No, that's the truth.
The mics aren't working. I didn't. quite hear
It's
you.
true. You'll find out what I mean in a minute.
I don't
So,
understand.
Josh, I want you to pick up the cocktail shaker here. Yes, this one. You can
This one?
separate it. Yeah, you can separate it because it's in two parts here. Now, first of all, you can make this at home. Obviously, it's in the cocktail, the diaries book. You need 2 ounces of your finest Sassenach Scottish whiskey. So, this little one here is 2 ounces.
What's that called again? What is
This is called a tumbler. No, it's not. Jagger, sorry. This is a tumbler.
Which one does this go in?
You can put it in the small one. Yeah, go and put in the small one, yeah. Or shall I make one as well? I don't know. No, you can make it, okay. So 2 ounces of that. 2 ounces, Josh. Come on, don't be shy. That's not 2. Oh.
Is that 2 ounces?
Okay, that's 4. But you can put that one in there. We'll both make one.
This is for 2 people. For 2 people.
Oh, yeah, okay, we're making 2. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. Yep, right, fine. Yes, so we're going to double everything.
Yeah.
So I need a whole ounce of lime juice. So that's like the little one. The little one.
Oh, I see. Got
The
it.
little one. Yep, there you go.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Very simple. It's all in the cocktail book. So, an ounce of that, Josh. People are waiting at the bar. These are short pours, but never mind. An ounce of lemon juice. Yes, they're doing very good. Freshly squeezed, your mother's lemons. If she has lemons, I don't know. We're going to do an ounce, it's very simple, an ounce of simple syrup. Simple because it's easy to make. Basically, sugar and water, equal parts. Put it in the microwave, blast it, it's fine here. Becomes, there you go, right? This is absinthe. Oh, yeah. Called the Green Fairy. It was actually a Swiss drink. Oh, it's a dropper, so you got to untwist it. Twist it, yeah, that's it. And just be generous. Give us six of those. Go on. 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 blah. And there you have it, my friend. Now, are you going to... Thank you. We're going to put
Egg white.
some egg white in here.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. So we're going to have to put 2 in there, Josh.
How do I separate? Wait.
So I'll let you put it in here. Here, you can do this. Do you want me to hold it? There we go. Okay, you're going to crack it and then crack it in there. No, in there, in that one. But then but not the egg. Not the yolk. Just the egg white. So you've done this before. You can do it. Yep, that's it. Yes. And pour it in between the 2. Yes. Yes. Round of applause, everybody. There you go. Yeah, and put that in there. There you go. I need another one. So, okay. What are the odds that he gets some? Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! It's gone in there. Oh God!
You all get.
We got it. Very good. No, we're good. We got this. That's fine. There we go. Now, we're gonna put 4 ice cubes in here, well, maybe 3. All right, there you go.
You have nowhere to be, right? You're good? Okay, good.
I want you to put that on top, give it a little slam, but be careful because it's very full. Now, just shake that, Josh. Now, hold both ends. You don't want it to... Shake it, Josh. Shake it. Like in the film we saw. So I want you to, it's normally about 20 seconds, so maybe you could count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17. Come on, Josh, shake it like you mean it.
It's totally shaking.
2, 2.5, 2. How are you guys, by the way? Are you going anywhere? Keep shaking, Josh. Hey, wait, anyone go anywhere nice tonight? Okay, all right, yeah, I'll let you do it. Okay, you did very well there. Okay, you now need to, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing well. Yeah, beautiful. Round of applause, beautiful. I want you to strain this into your glass. I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see. Strain it in. Here, take your grubby hands off of it. Come on. Let the people see it. This is doing, you're doing very, yeah. Well, it's actually 2, yeah. We're going to do. Should we do? Yeah, go on, do that, and then we'll do that one. You're very good at this, Josh. We could take this on the road. Oh. Let's pull that one in there. There you go, that one's in there. No, we'll just do one beautiful, beautiful one. And then, now, I want you to get some soda water. This is very simple. Open that.
Got egg yolk all over my
And then we're going to pour this down. Oh, no, we're going to pour that in there.
I'm pouring the soda water.
Into the used, as much as you like. Yeah, go on. Keep going. I'll do. I'll give it a little stir. This is delicious, I promise.
Have you ever made this before?
I have, just not with an imbecile. Okay, now, you can pour that into here and watch him get the Morning Glory head. Come on, Josh, pour it in there. Look at it. Look at that. I don't know if you can see this. Look at that. That is beautiful. And then you're supposed to drink it for your morning drink. So there you go. Cheers.
It's going to kill me?
Slanger. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I might give you a little spray as well. Here, there's some absinthe spray because this will... Okay, go. Well done, Josh.
That's good. That's really good, actually. Healing.
Well done, mate.
Besides the egg yolk on my hands, it's delicious.
He's done very well. It's delicious.
Well done, Sam.
Well done, mate.
All right, guys.
Wow, there you go.
I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted too. It wasn't that hard in rehearsal, but...
It'll be easier for you with your book. Don't worry. Sam will come over to your place after you order the book. He'll teach you how to do it.
It's, yeah, it's a good one. I mean, it's from the 1800s, and there are a lot of cocktails in there as well that are classic cocktails, which are from, some of the oldest cocktail books ever published. So lots of fun and lots of things to make.
Love it. I'm pre-ordering mine because I know you won't
really
send me one for free.
I'll send you some eggs as well.
Perfect. All right, some questions from our lovely audience. Angela wants to know who in the Outlander cast would make a good neighbor and who would you avoid moving next to?
Oh, that's a good question. From the Outlander cast, a good neighbor, probably, well, I mean, Katrina would be a good neighbor. She'd invite you around for dinner. She's a very good cook, by the way. She's very social. I probably wouldn't live next door to John Bell or Duncan Lacroix. They are they're fun, and you'd have fun at their party, but then you'd probably never get any sleep. Yeah.
No name on this one, but it's a good question nonetheless. Did you get your sense of adventure from playing Jamie, or did you already have that and bring it to the character?
Oh, no, I think I probably already had it. I think growing up in Scotland, in the rural Scotland, being a fan of the outdoors definitely gave me that. But I suppose, yes, Jamie obviously has gave me an opportunity to explore more of Scotland, which I love.
From our wonderful audience on the live stream, someone sent this in. Actors are rather divided often on improv. What side do you fall on, terrifying or exhilarating?
On improv? Oh my God, no. No, I'm an actor, so I like a script. I think because I guess grew up and went to a classical course, classical acting. You always go straight to the script, and that's where you get your clues from. So I always feel like if something's not working in a script, you have to try and make it work rather than put it in your own words. However, maybe that's a good challenge, right?
All of season 8 improvised on Outlander.
It is, and actually that's the secret.
Julie wants to know, I'm going to Scotland, your hidden gem recommendation to do, visit, or see. What's off the beaten path that people don't know about?
I'm asked this question a lot, and I made a book about it.
That's true. Do you have a
Several
cocktail?
books.
Do you have a cocktail question too, Julie?
The Clanlands Almanac is full of ideas. However, yes, off the top of my head, one thing that's maybe off the beaten track would be, I'm just such a fan of the islands, and I would say Mull is a great stop location because it's very similar to Skye, which is obviously very tourist driven and incredible. But Mull, you can drive around in a day. Has a Munro, has amazing little towns, and then you can go to Iona, which is an incredible little. I mean, most of the people here have been there by the sounds of it.
You've been all over the world. What's your favorite place you've been to? Where would you like to return to?
I love Australia, actually. I'd like to go back to New Zealand. Obviously, with Men in Kilts, we went there. But it was kind of during the end of COVID, so it was kind of difficult. But actually, having just been to Nepal, we did talk about, I don't know, climbing a peak or maybe doing this weird motorbike trip through the Himalayan plateau and then down into Darjeeling, into India. So I think that might be the next challenge, and I will have a sidecar.
I was gonna say, I'll be way in the back. How you doing up there, buddy?
I was going to say for my bar kit, but yes, my new barman will be with me.
This is from Abigail from Queens. Who would you play in a biopic? Who should play you in a biopic? Good two-part question.
Who would play me in a biopic? I'd probably play myself. Who would play myself? I don't know if there's enough content there yet. But Chalamet's making everything right now, isn't he? So let's go Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet as Sam Heughan. Okay, it's good, right? It's just really good.
It's really good.
Okay, you answered the happy, sad, confused, profoundly random question, so I had to give you a few new ones.
Yeah.
Just for you, Sam. Do you have a favorite video game of all time?
As a teenager, and you probably don't heard about this, but I started playing Red Alert in a internet cafe. We used to have these things called internet cafes. You won't know what they are. And I made friends with people. I started playing in competitions, and I won. And then I got a job in an internet cafe. So I was teaching people how to use internet. And I would sign...
That's the new book, How to Internet by Sam Heughan. That's the next one. Yeah.
So my general spiel would be, this is the internet, it's like encyclopedia. You can sign up to Hotmail. You can get an email address. If you Google, you can Google. And then I'd go play Quake. And I played Quake quite a lot. But these are kind of retro games, yeah. But I did play them quite a lot, yeah.
What's the most common complaint on a set from you? This is really...
Coffee.
Coffee, more coffee? Where's my coffee?
Yeah, I just, it's a necessity, I think. And if there's not good coffee, I do kind of, I can't think.
Right, that's Graham with getting hangry, you get coffee.
Graham with lattes, me with Americanos, yeah.
Silliest you've ever felt in an audition in the year past?
Oh my God, so many.
Go to the dark place. What's the...
a musical, Mamma Mia, audition. I think I've told about I had a tash at the time because I was playing a Noel Coward play with Will Young, and I had to sing the song, and I can't remember the song at the moment, but I was told I could transpose it down an octave because I couldn't sing that high, and I walked in and they said, no, you have to sing it, and it literally was not a good sound. It was like...
And finally, very apropos for our conversation earlier, what's your go-to dance move? Do you have a go-to?
Yes. After a couple of these morning glories.
Are you first on the dance floor
right.
or last on the dance floor? If you're at a wedding, if you're at a friend's party?
I'll tell you, if I'm at Cayley, which is the Scottish traditional dance, I am first up and last down because I am there all night because I love them. And but if it's modern, kind of a club or something, I'm a little awkward because I just don't know the songs.
We covered a lot of territory, my friend, today. We did. Couple Next Door. You guys are going to spread the good word, right? Amazing new show on Starz. Obviously, I don't need to tell you guys. The end of season 7 of Outlander coming. Check it out. And of course, don't worry, we have lots to talk about because there's going to be a lot of episodes. Season 8 coming at a TBD date, unless you want to drop it right now. He's not.
Yeah, I would lose my life.
No. Not to mention a maker of delicious cocktails. Thank
you
for
made this, and it's really delicious.
It's really good.
It's really good. No, you messed it up. Anyway.
Sam Heughan, the one and only, the legend that is. Thank you, my friend. It's good to see you, buddy.
Thank you.
Give it up one more time, guys. New York City. Sam Heughan, everybody.
Thank you.